Hello and welcome, everyone. You are listening to The Crack. This is the podcast where I ask you, what's the crack? So, what's the crack, guys? Get in touch. Let us know. I'll give you the contact details at the end. But yeah, how are you getting on? This is the first episode where I've recorded it on my new, poor little bastard, MacBook Pro. Had some savings and I thought I'd invest in myself. I thought I'd put some money into the podcast. If you're on YouTube, you also may be watching this through one of the videos. I bought some tripods and camera equipment and stuff. So this is the first episode. I'm trying to work out how to get it all synced up, try and get the audio that I'm recording with the microphone to be used through the camera. So maybe you'll be seeing this one as a video, but of course it's still going to go out as an audio podcast, because that's what I know to do so far. I'm not too sure how it all works, but if for any reason you particularly want to see what I look like, check out the YouTube. I can't promise this video will be there, but I'll try. And you can see this sort of musketeer beard thing I've got going on at the moment. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I'll see if I can get this all to sync up and work. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. What I've decided to do though is, so what I do normally before videos, what I do is I just record as long as it takes, chat shit into the microphone, and then I go through it and edit it. So I'll still do that. You'll still get the edited podcasts put up. They're usually about half an hour long. That seems to be my capacity for bullshit. And on YouTube, if I can get the videos to work, you'll get the full uncut raw. You'll get the full thing. So if I sneeze during this, if I cough, if I fart, if the dog decides to vomit off the couch, you'll hear it. It'll be on the YouTube, but on the audio one it'll be cut and it'll be, what's the word, not processed, cleaned up. There's things you can do, you can get rid of background noises and stuff like that, but not on the video. Video, you get the real thing, you get it live. I got two cameras. Obviously right now I'm only recording with one, because I have two microphones, and I got two tripods, and I got two sets of headphones, because as I said before, I do want to get guests on, and I want to get the video thing. So if this works successfully, we'll be a step closer to that. I've got some folk that I've spoken to who are maybe not keen, willing to come on and talk. And if you know me in real life, you know I'm very capable of asking questions. You know, it's something I'm very good at, unfortunately. Nosy. I like to know why. So those conversations, you'll be finding out. I can't guarantee they'll be on, but one of the people I'm speaking to, a co-worker of mine, she used to be a prison officer, so I'd be talking to her about working in the prison. She's also a qualified Scottish football referee, so I could talk about referee type things. But luckily, to my own horn here, I've got plenty of friends, and through them, many acquaintances. So I know plenty of lovely people, and luckily, a lot of them are very interesting folk. So fingers crossed this works, and we can maybe get some video interviews. But yeah, if I can work this out, that means I can set up two cameras and then try and cut back and forth, see if that works. Okay, now the last podcast I did, obviously I do it in the afternoon, sort of early evening, and that night we went for a walk, myself and the charming Charlotte and Chica. We went out to the Culloden battlefield. I'm just going to tell you this story because, of course, this happens the night I record a podcast. I'd recorded, edited it, uploaded it and stuff, and went for a walk. We arrived at the car park at the battlefield, and there was one other big car, and I reversed my little car in, and that was us. We were good to go. But Chica, the wee Chihuahua, our little Mexican over there, she doesn't like other dogs at all. So if you see another dog when you're with her, try to get her out of the way. Now we could see there were people coming back towards the car park from where we would like to go and walk her. And from what I could see, I wear glasses, they had a dog. So I just head down, waited for them. And, that's me moving the table. Charlotte's very good at identifying dogs. She used to work in a kennels and she's into animals and stuff. To me, you get like sheepdogs, bulldogs, chihuahuas, German shepherds. Anyway, I'm not very good with breeds, but Charlotte likes to, boom, that's this has got a blend of these. It's like one of these folks sniffing a glass of wine. There's auras of Dachshund and just a hint of collie. No, she's good at identifying dogs. And she, I don't know, the way she sort of stuttered, I knew something was up. So I looked, what's wrong? She was, what's wrong with that dog? And I looked up, and my mind couldn't quite compute what I was seeing. There was something wrong with this dog, like something wrong. Guys, it wasn't a dog. These folk were out walking their goat, and they didn't have it on a lead. They just had a goat walking along with them. We just watched, slack-jawed, what the fuck. And we watched them walk up to their car and open it, and open the back door like you would for a dog. And it just jumped in. Just like a dog would. But it was a fucking goat. And I don't know why. That didn't sit well with me. That put me in a bad mood. It wasn't like I just started smashing things. No, what the fuck have they got a goat for? Why would you have a goat? Who walks a goat? What? I don't know why. Something in my mind didn't like it. Suddenly black was white, up was down, cats chase dogs. I was not in a good mood. But it just got me wondering, who has a pet goat out there? For all you know, your neighbours have a pet goat, they take it for walks. Very strange. So I thought I'd share that one with you. That was the night I released the podcast, went out, and then had a story to tell, as fate would have it. So that was that. Now, just to toot my own horn here, I was at the dentist this morning. Because obviously since getting this camera, I've started to look at myself a bit more. No, but I've noticed I squint. My teeth are at the bottom, so I'm going to go back in a few weeks and we're going to discuss braces. So this 30-year-old might end up with braces. Might have braces on the bottom set, but I've got to pay for them because I want them, if that makes sense. There's not like a medical need, so you don't get them on the NHS. It'd have to be like a subscription service for you get some Netflix exclusive braces. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. I mean, I might not. You go in, you get X-rays, scans, casts made and stuff. So it'd just be the bottom. Although he did say he was impressed and delighted with, check me out, with how good my teeth were, because I've been brushing twice a day, as I always do, but I've been, not always, sometimes I go to bed without brushing, but I have been flossing more, and apparently it has made a noticeable difference. So if you're out there, guys, floss. Makes a difference. Well, it makes a fucking difference. First few times you bleed. Horrible. Sort of spitting pink shit into the fucking sink. Yeah, it's disgusting. Also, I got these little pink. I've got a camera now. I could show you. I'm not going to get up. I could. I'm still lazy. I still do these because it's just me. These little pink things. They got like. When I say bristles, it's not like you're cleaning a fucking chimney, but they're maybe. I don't know, about an inch long, little plastic handle, tiny little bristles, and you very gently put them between your teeth, and you pull out little bits of like last year's Christmas dinner. Yeah, you manage. I don't know, just dislodges all kinds of horrible stuff, but I won't get into that, guys. That's disgusting. Yeah. Now, if you've been listening again for a while, which you might have, if this is your first one, hello. Welcome to The Crack. This is the podcast where I ask you, what's the crack? If you've been listening for a while, I've spoken about it before. Our address is... I was going to say it isn't unique. It's unique in the sense that if I'm getting something delivered, you type in like the first 4 letters. It's one of 2 places in the UK with the name. But it's 2-part. So let's just say I live on Main Street, which I don't, but I'm not going to give you my address. Fucking internet. It's probably out there anyway. You can probably just find it. Who knows? So let's say I live on Main Street. There's a main road as well. Okay, you understand what I mean? So I live at 123 Main Street. There's a 123 Main Road. Now, if I live at Main Street, Main Road is rougher and fucking snob. Not as nice as the area I live in. I mean, my area isn't great at all. If you're a fan of the Police, not the band, but the actual, law enforcers, come live near me. Get to see them quite a lot. But there's been a few times they've come looking for an address for someone who lives on the main road, not Main Street. Like, there's a guy that looks like Charles Manson. He's getting in trouble quite a lot. So the addresses sometimes get mixed up. Oops. And like I say, the other one's not too great a place. Yeah, a lot of blue lights over there. But I was at work and Charlotte messaged me saying, we've been misdelivered a parcel. And the funny thing is, our flat has a letter after the number. Like Sherlock Holmes's 221B or something like that, Baker Street, 221A, 221C, or something letter. This parcel we had through the letterbox, fucking thin envelope, was for the other street with no letter. It's like, how the fuck did that end up here? Because it's clearly not for us. And I started to wind Charlotte up. I said, oh, maybe it's drugs. Maybe we've got drugs delivered. And she didn't like that. She got nervous. Charlotte's the type of person that won't even go on, like teletext. Jesus Christ. If she doesn't pay for a TV license, she doesn't want to look at a TV in a shop window in case the license folk come down on you. So the idea of having drugs delivered and being in the possession of drugs, she was not enjoying that. So that was fine. I got home from work and the envelope, the big cardboard envelope, was on the table thing by the front door. I picked it up and, I swear to God, true story, I picked it up and it was open. The content fell out. I was shocked because I assumed Charlotte had opened it when I joked about there being drugs in it, and that's very not like her. She, it's not cool opening somebody else's post. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's illegal. So I was surprised. Jesus, Charlotte, what are you opening this for? And it was an Ur Willie book. And if you don't know what Ur Willie is, if you're one of the foreign listeners, thank you for listening. Ur Willie was it means R Willie. Willie means William, so it's kind of it's the affectionate way of saying R William. We like him, he's ours. Scottish. Pretty sure they're from Dundee. DC Thompson, same folks that do the Beano and Dandy. It's a comic strip that appeared in the papers along with the Bruins, which means the Browns, but it's Scottish. Scotland's a very strange place, guys. So Willy comic strip, the same way you get your wee Marmaduke and Hagar the Horrible and Garfield, I suppose. What was the other one? What was that Office? There was an Office one where the guy, the fucking artist, came out as like a white supremacist, or he was against trans folks. Anyway, so Willy, old Scottish comic strip, and I picked up this envelope, and this Willy book came out, a very old one. I was like, well, this is not what I expected. But I was surprised at Charlotte for opening someone else's post. So when she came home, I was like, woman, no. I just asked her, why did you open the post? She didn't. She just picked it up and put it on the thing. I was like, well, it's not just opened. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not like the envelope's like, it's been opened. So now we've got a fucking nosy ghost in the flat, which is a problem. She's opening folks' Willy. So that's fine, forgot about it. And I was like, right, I'll just put tape on it or glue and stick in the post box with return to sender, get rid of it. And sort of forgot about it. And then a few days later, I came back from taking the wee chub. I went for a piss. She likes to watch as I pee against lampposts. No, there's a wee patch of grass I take her to pee on. And as I came back in, our downstairs neighbour, lovely lady, don't know her name, she's very nice. Her and her parents are ideal, quiet, keep the garden very tidy. She's Polish or Ukrainian or something. And I'm only saying Ukrainian because when the war started over there, they just disappeared for like 6 months. She sort of summoned me. She speaks English very well, obviously with an accent. And I don't know if I've just got shit in my ears, but I can't always understand her very well. So she summoned me over. To get my earphones. Yeah. And she told me, I put a package through your letterbox. Oh. She said, yes, it was delivered to us by accident. Okay. So I opened it, and I saw it was a comic, and I thought it must be yours. Right, well, it's not mine, and why would you open somebody else's post? So, it's still downstairs. We've got someone's post downstairs I need to go and put back to the post office. Is that an anticlimactic story? Yes, but it brings me on to my next thing, okay? So, we live upstairs, and when I was in the depths of my depression, I got into feeding the birds. So now, like the fucking old lady in Mary Poppins who lives in the bank steps, feed the birds for tuppence. I hung up these wee feeders from the gutter, and you got your peanuts, your suet balls, and your sort of mixed seeds and stuff, and that's all fine, because the tiny wee birds flutter up, grip on with their wee fucking talons and nibble away. It's very nice to watch. And the downstairs neighbours, her family, the package openers, because they're downstairs, they sort of claim the garden. We've got a communal garden where we share a washing line and stuff. And some other lady who lives away at the other end of the cul-de-sac, she uses our garden as well to hang her fucking washing line. Anyway, the downstairs folk, they feed the birds with one of those like bird feeding tables. So the pigeons, the crows come, they're bigger, scary, and they knock the feed onto the ground. So the other day I got up, put my glasses on, looked out the window. I was dressed because our window overlooks a school, so you got to make sure you're covered up when you're at the window. And I looked down into the garden, and there was either a leaf or an injured bird moving around. So I look closer, and it's a tiny wee mouse. It's a wee mouse. And that's fucking delightful. I like mice. outside. I like mice outside. Look closer. There's 2 of them. I'm like, okay, cool. As long as they stay outside, there'll be no bother. So I just sort of forgot about it because who cares? And I went to take the dog for a walk that night. You know what's in my life? I'm either out walking the dog or at work, or apparently at the dentist lately. Went out, and by the bins at the front, because we're surrounded by filth apparently, I saw a mouse again. I was like, oh shit. That's when we discovered our neighbour has put rat poison on their doorstep in like a little, like the wee tray, the wee punnet you'd get in, say, Tesco or Morrison's or Asda that you get your blueberries in. They've got a wee plastic thing filled with little blue poisonous pellets that Charlotte's found on Amazon, and it's rat poison. And we weren't happy because we have the wee dog, and I understand it's not their responsibility for Chica not to eat rat poison, but the principle of it was they just stuck poison on their doorstep, and that really bothered me, which sounds very dramatic. So naturally, put a brick through their windows and slash their tires and piss through the letterbox. No, I didn't. We just kept an eye on it, and because I'm not going to fucking approach them. Jesus. I'm not going to talk to the neighbours. It's gone now, and the mice are still outside. So I don't know if it's just really shit rat poison, or if there's a lot more mice than we'd thought there was initially. But the way I see it, if they're outside, leave them alone. And I mean, as long as they're outside, that's where they're meant to be. Why poison mice that are in their area? That garden, that's the mice's house. It's the mouse house. It's the mice house. No, that's where they live. That's the mouse's house. It's like when folk get. Can you believe this surfer in California got attacked by a shark? Yeah. When you're in that water, you're in the shark's house. Okay? Don't put out mouse poison outside because you don't like mice. That's just a cunt move. If they're inside, yeah, that's your house. But you don't go into the mouse's fucking den and start poisoning them. That's a cunt move. So I'm not happy with that. Naturally, I'm not going to say a thing. I'm going to get over it, forget about it, and move on with my life. Just hope the wee dog doesn't get sick. When I was little, guys, we had a cat that drank antifreeze. He didn't last long. Poor wee guy. Apparently it's quite common with cats. And because it's sweet or something? I wouldn't know. I've never drank it. Fucking idiot cat. But don't drink antifreeze, I suppose, is the moral to all of that. And don't open someone else's post. Weird. What else is going on? What time are we at? There's a wee timer on the camera. 24 minutes. Okay, cool. Well, I'll tell you what's happening at work. Highly confidential information. No, it's not. We've had camera crews in. I might have talked about this last time. Camera crews filming these, these 999 emergency programs where, I work for the ambulance service, by the way, just in case you're wondering what the fuck's he talking about. Yeah, we've had camera crews in filming for these intense programs where it's like they follow a crew around, and I don't know exactly what. I don't watch them. I fucking hate watching all this stuff. When I'm home from work, if I see an ambulance go past, I don't want to know where they're going. It's like, fucking ambulance. So they've been in just filming the mundane, because it's not a fast-paced job. It can be a horrendously stressful job, with moments of horror. You know what I mean? Like, it can be, but most of the time it's just routine. Send an ambulance there, get them back, go to the hospital, put them on, break, boof, fucking 5 cars have crashed, That's not good. Suddenly stress, and then down, and then it goes back to it. So these guys have been in, obviously praying, probably not, that a train derails or something like that, because all they're filming is just sort of us clicking at the screen, answering the radio. It's not 12 hours of do. You have to focus for 12 hours. You have to always see the screen, but it isn't heart racing. We're not playing the Casualty theme in the background constantly and just flashing blue lights on the roof just for the fucking sheer intensity of it. So they've been in filming just last work, and they were filming some of the call handlers. So we're have the camera now, but they have like a proper camera because they're professional fucking TV makers. And they've had the call handlers, ambulance service, the patient breathing, just going through the calls. Which again, 9 times out of 10, those calls aren't crazy. Yet they're not nice, but 9 times out of 10, fucking 99 times out of 100. It's that 100th call where you get, my niece's pet shark broke out and it's eating the baby, Jesus. That's when you get the crazy ones. But so these poor folk have been fucking in just filming the mundane. And they weren't filming me. I mean, maybe because I look like a circus strongman who's let himself go or something like that, I got let go in the recession of 1897. No, but they just, they're filming away, and somebody brought in donuts. As you do. If you want to gain weight, guys, work in a control room, alright? Because you sit and you eat, and then your day off, your sleeping pattern's fucked, so you're not going out. Okay, so somebody brought in donuts, and I'll be honest, it was me. I brought in the donuts, and I'm sitting there, got my coffee, get my jam donut, start eating it. Okay, cool. I'm enjoying it, tasty. You got your doughiness in the jam, and then a crew put in a callback, which means I see it on my screen. It's flashing. Ambulance 123 want to talk to you. Maybe they have a question, maybe they've pressed it by accident, but you have to get them back because it's the job. So rather than, like a civilized gentleman, remove the donut from my mouth and place it on a napkin and answer the call, I just sort of effectively fisted it into my mouth. I forced that fucker in there, okay? Fucking jam, spraying out. Fucking get that donut in my mouth, alright? I gotta speak to them. Fucking cram it in, chew, coffee, swallow, fucking absolutely disgusting. A slob, absolutely a disgrace of I'm meant to be an adult man in a professional environment, and there's me just, like a fucking pig in a trough. It's horrible. Fucking napkin up, wipe, shake the hands off, napkin, get it in the bin. Hello, talk to the crew, look over, fucking camera's pointed at me. You cunts. It's the only time I saw the camera looking at me, and it was when I'm showing a great display in fucking gluttony. Which I'm not always like. That just so happens if I'm going to be on TV, that's going to be my moment. No heroic moment. Anyway. Oh, we're getting some decorations on the wall. I don't know exactly when, but they're going to have a tree of life. Which sounds very biblical, but if you've ever delivered a baby over the phone, which I have, twice, if you've done it and you've got your, you get a little stork badge. I can show you this shit. I've got a camera here now. They're going to put your name up on this thing, and it's the Tree of Life. Luckily, they're not, showing you the Tree of Death of every call that went wrong, because that would be a bummer. Anyway, I think I'll leave that there, guys. So this may be on YouTube, it may not. Hopefully it works. It'll certainly go out as an audio file. The hell is the website called? I should really start writing this shit down, or just find an easier way. No, cool. So if you want to get in touch, just check out the website. That's www. World Wide Web. From I used to surf the internet. www.thecrackpodcast.co.uk. That's www.thecrackpodcast.co.uk. And on the website, there's the blog that I still haven't updated with my Mexican holiday because I don't think I'm very motivated, to be honest. But I'll get it done. Now I've got this computer that's, will do half the work for me. No. Check out the website. It's got all the links to all the social stuff, all the, you get Twitter, Instagram, all that pish. The Instagram on my phone deleted itself, and I've not put it back on because it's been quite nice. Check out the website, guys. Check out the YouTube. Hopefully this has gone on the YouTube. We'll see what happens. But thank you for listening or watching, and as I always say, until next time, take care of yourself, be good to each other, don't take any shit, and just be good. Alright, I'll talk to you next time, guys. Bye for now.